Did you know that for most older adults, health tends to decline after age 70, often leading to a shorter lifespan? But what if you could defy that trend and not just live longer, but thrive well into your hundreds? Stick around, because today we're diving into the essential habits that can help you enjoy a healthier, more vibrant life after 70. Think about someone close to you, perhaps a relative or a longtime friend who began facing health challenges as they aged. Their energy seemed to fade, and even simple daily tasks became exhausting. It's not just them. This is a common experience for many older adults. But what if a few thoughtful changes could help reverse that course and make your later years your best years? Take Edward, for example. He's 74, retired, and has always loved gardening. For years, tending his flowers and vegetables brought him peace and fulfillment. But lately, things began to shift. What once energized him now felt burdensome. His joints started aching. He felt drained by midday, and he struggled to stay mentally sharp. Even basic chores became more difficult, and he wondered, is this just how aging works? Is it all decline from here? Unfortunately, this is a familiar story for many seniors. As the years go by, it's easy to believe that physical and mental decline is unavoidable, that our best days are behind us. But here's the truth, it doesn't have to be that way. Like many others, Edward thought he was at the mercy of aging. Then he came across 6 simple, transformative habits that helped him feel stronger, more alert, and genuinely younger. These practices gave him a renewed sense of purpose and vitality, and I'm going to share them with you today. If you're ready to take charge of your health, regain your energy, and overcome the barriers of aging, keep reading. You won't want to miss this. And by the way, if you're finding this useful so far, tap that like button and consider subscribing for more insights on how to live your fullest life after 60. One of the most effective steps you can take for your well-being, regardless of age, is staying active. Moving your body every day isn't just about fitness, it's about preserving your independence, lowering your risk of chronic disease, and lifting your spirits. You don't need to run races or hit the gym. Simple daily movement like walking, stretching, or gentle home exercises can make a remarkable difference. As we get older, physical inactivity leads to muscle loss, stiff joints, and decreased energy. But consistent movement, even in short sessions, helps keep your body resilient and full of life. Whether you prefer a walk around the neighborhood, a light stretch in your living room, or a bit of yoga, the key is to make it a regular habit. Edward had to learn this lesson firsthand. Before making movement a priority, he spent most days sitting watching television, only getting up when absolutely necessary. Gradually, his body became sluggish, and his joint pain worsened. It wasn't until he acknowledged the need for change that things began to turn around. That's when Edward made a simple but powerful decision. He began taking a morning walk every day. Rain or shine, he now strolls through his neighborhood for half an hour. It wasn't easy at first. This body had grown used to sitting still, but he kept at it, one step at a time. And within just a few short weeks, the results were remarkable. His energy surged, his stiffness eased, and those nagging knee aches started to disappear. He didn't need to become a marathon runner, just staying active each day made all the difference. And here's the best part, Edward's story isn't unique. Countless studies show that consistent physical activity reduces the risk of heart disease, improves blood pressure, sharpens brain function, and supports better sleep. But beyond those benefits, it's about how you feel more vibrant, more capable, more alive. So let me ask you, what kind of movement brings you joy or makes you feel better? Maybe it's a morning walk, some gentle stretching, or even dancing to your favorite song. Share it in the comments below. Your tip could be just what someone else needs to hear. Still, moving your body is only one piece of the puzzle. What you eat and how you nourish yourself can be just as transformative. And the next habit we're going to explore might completely shift how you think about aging. What you feed your body plays a vital role in how you feel, especially as the years go on. One of the most effective ways to protect your energy, immune function, and overall wellness is by focusing on nutrient-rich foods. Think vibrant fruits, leafy greens, clean proteins, and heart-healthy fats. These foods deliver the essential vitamins and antioxidants your body needs to stay strong. But nutrition isn't just about the food on your plate. Hydration matters just as much. Dehydration can sneak up on you, causing fatigue, joint discomfort, and even memory lapses. Aim for at least 8 cups of water a day or more, depending on your activity level and environment. Staying hydrated is one of the simplest ways to keep your body functioning at its best. It's also wise to cut back on processed foods. These items often come loaded with added sugars, excess salt, and trans fats, ingredients that contribute to conditions like hypertension, diabetes, and heart problems. By swapping out these foods for whole, natural options, you'll likely notice a meaningful difference in how you feel each day. For Edward, it was an eye-opening shift. He had assumed his eating habits were good enough, an occasional salad here and there, but otherwise relying on packaged meals and quick snacks. It wasn't until his energy dropped and he felt foggy and fatigued that he realized something needed to change. So he took small, consistent steps. He replaced chips with apples, added more greens to his meals, and started cooking with olive oil instead of processed sauces. He also traded sugary drinks for water throughout the day. These small tweaks added up, and in just a few weeks, he noticed a boost in energy, clearer skin, and a lighter mood. Edward's energy rebounded. His complexion looked healthier, and those sluggish afternoons became a thing of the past. For the first time in years, the food he was eating was actually supporting his well-being rather than holding him back. Now it's your turn. What's your go-to healthy meal or snack? Drop it in the comments below. Your ideas might just help someone else make a meaningful change in their own diet. Of course, what you eat and drink matters, but it's only one part of the bigger picture. There's another factor that has a profound effect on how you age, and it's coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Mental health is just as vital as physical health, especially when it comes to living a long, fulfilling life. Staying socially engaged with family, friends, or community groups has been linked to longer lifespans, better emotional well-being, and even a lower risk of certain illnesses. On the flip side, loneliness and isolation can quietly erode your health over time. That's why making an effort to stay connected is essential. Make it a habit to reach out to those you care about, whether it's a phone call, a quick video chat, or meeting up for coffee. But don't stop there. Finding new social connections can be just as rewarding. Consider joining a local group, taking a class, or volunteering for a cause that resonates with you. These experiences not only keep your mind active, but they also bring more joy and meaning to your everyday life. After retiring, Edward began to feel a bit adrift. His children lived in other states, and many of his longtime friends were caught up in their own routines. For a while, he assumed this was simply how aging worked, that a quiet, solitary lifestyle was inevitable. But then he took a leap. He signed up for a community book club, something he'd always wanted to try but had never made time for. To his surprise, it was more than just enjoyable. It reignited his passion for reading and gave him new friendships. He also began volunteering at the local senior center, helping with events and greeting new visitors. The change in his outlook was dramatic. He felt more energized, less isolated, and more connected than he had in years. His emotional health improved, and so did his physical well-being. Now, what about you? How do you stay socially engaged? Whether through hobbies, family ties, or local groups, we'd love to hear your story. Share it in the comments. It might encourage someone else to reach out and reconnect. But while building relationships is powerful, there's another key to longevity that often goes overlooked: stress. And how you handle it can make all the difference in your health. The next section will show you just how important stress management is and how easy it can be to start. Don't miss it. Chronic stress is one of the most underestimated drivers of premature aging. It wears down your immune system, fuels inflammation, and increases your risk of major illnesses like heart disease. That's why learning to manage stress isn't just helpful, it's life-changing. One of the simplest and most effective tools is daily relaxation. Things like deep breathing, short mindfulness sessions, or guided meditations can help restore calm and reset your body. You don't need a fancy routine, just a few minutes each day can make a lasting impact. You don't need to spend hours in meditation to feel the benefits. Just a few minutes of deep breathing or a short calming routine each day can significantly reduce stress and help your body reset. Even simple pleasures like sitting quietly with a good book, tending to a garden, or going for a walk can offer the mental clarity you need to decompress. For Dorothy, stress had become a steady background noise in her life. She constantly worried about her health, her finances, and what the future might hold. That constant unease was wearing her down, emotionally and physically. She knew something had to change. So she began with a small step, adding deep breathing exercises to her morning routine. Just a few mindful minutes helped her start the day feeling grounded. She also began listening to gentle guided meditations before bedtime. At first, it felt unfamiliar, but soon she began noticing real shifts. She felt calmer, more focused, and less physically tense. The stress that once felt overwhelming no longer ruled her thoughts. And the bonus? Her health improved. Her blood pressure came down. She felt more alert, and her energy remained steady throughout the day. Now, I'd love to hear from you. How do you de-stress and recharge? Whether it's through a hobby, mindfulness, or simply spending time with someone you love, drop your favorite way to relax in the comments. You never know who might be inspired by your routine. And we're not done yet. The next secret could be the most powerful one yet, something that could genuinely add years to your life. Don't go anywhere. It's coming up next. If there's one practice that can dramatically influence your long-term health, it's being proactive with your care. staying on top of routine medical checkups becomes more important as we get older. These visits aren't just formalities, they're an opportunity to spot small issues before they turn into serious health problems. Make it a habit to schedule regular screenings, things like blood pressure, cholesterol, and cancer checks. Even if you feel well, these tests can reveal things you wouldn't notice otherwise. Early detection gives you the best chance to address problems quickly and effectively. Don't wait for symptoms. Prevention is power. Dorothy embraced this mindset fully. Though she'd always gone for her yearly physical, she decided to become even more intentional about her health. She set reminders to stay on schedule and followed through without delay. At one checkup, her doctor noticed a rise in her blood pressure, something she hadn't felt at all. By making timely changes to her diet and adding in a bit more activity, she was able to get it under control before it caused lasting harm. And it wasn't just about prescriptions. It was about staying ahead of the curve, making sure she could enjoy her retirement without the weight of looming health issues. Those checkups gave her peace of mind and a sense of confidence in how she was managing her well-being. What about you? Are you staying on top of your regular health checkups? How often do you see your doctor for a wellness screening? Let us know in the comments. Your habits might encourage someone else to take that important step too. But don't go just yet, because there's one final key to longevity that might just change everything. It's the most important piece of the puzzle, and it's coming up now. Having a strong sense of purpose may be one of the most impactful ways to extend not just your years, but the quality of your life. When you wake up each morning with something meaningful to look forward to, whether it's a beloved hobby, a goal, or a way to give back, you naturally feel more alive and driven. Research consistently shows that people who stay engaged in purposeful activities enjoy better emotional health, stay physically active longer, and often live more fulfilling, extended lives. And here's the beautiful part: it's never too late to rediscover what lights you up inside. Maybe it's picking up a creative hobby, learning something new, or volunteering your time to make a difference. Purpose grounds you, lifts your mood, and keeps your mind sharp, all essential ingredients for well-being in your later years. For Dorothy, finding that spark took time. After leaving her career behind, she struggled to fill the empty space once occupied by work routines. It felt like a chapter had closed with nothing to follow. But then she remembered a dream she'd put off for decades, writing her life story. So she carved out quiet time each day to reflect and put her experiences into words. As she wrote, something shifted. She felt reconnected to her past and excited about her future. Writing gave her a reason to wake up with purpose, and the joy of that process brought newfound energy and peace. Her days became richer. That single passion became a cornerstone of her health, not just emotionally, but physically too. Purpose wasn't just a pastime, it became a lifeline. So what about you? What's something you love or would love to start doing? Whether it's something you've held on to for years or a new interest you've just discovered, share it below. Your story could be the inspiration someone else needs to find their own purpose. Now that you've uncovered these 6 powerful habits, you're in a better place than ever to take control of your health and your future. Don't let this moment pass. These small changes can ripple across your entire life. After only a few months of committing to these habits, Dorothy's world looked completely different. Her energy soared, her stress melted away, and she felt more connected to the people around her. Her physical health improved dramatically, and she was on a path to thrive well beyond 100, with joy and vitality she never thought possible at her age. Dorothy was no longer watching her life unfold, she was actively shaping it, with confidence and purpose in every step. Because here's the truth: it's never too late to rewrite your story. Age is only a number. When you choose to live with intention, take care of your body and mind, and follow what fulfills you, the best years of your life may still lie ahead. When you begin to embrace these habits and stay committed to small, consistent changes, the ability to live longer, healthier, and more joyful years truly becomes yours. If this message resonated with you, give it a like, and consider sharing it with someone who could benefit from hearing it today. And don't forget to subscribe for more thoughtful tips and uplifting stories designed to help you thrive well into your golden years.